Hello. Okay, so I made some pretty significant progress and I'm gonna probably make more today, but I've made enough that I kind of want to go over where I'm at. The harness is 95-ish% complete. I don't know if it looks better in the video, but it is significantly better. All ends are officially terminated. All the ground locations that you have to have are correct, I think, and running to the same location. See, the thing about grounds, when you start getting into standalones, is that they teach you, or they tell you, that if you don't have your grounds correctly and in the same place, at least with regards to the sensor grounds, you're gonna cause problems. And what you'll get is you'll get readings on your sensors that don't accurately represent the readings that they're seeing. And the problem is that the only way you have to know about this is to check it with another tool. And that is not fun. That stinks. If you're at that point, you got to start over anyway, probably. So I'm doing my best to make sure my grounds are correct, but I'm not segregating loaded grounds and sensor grounds. I'm going to throw all of them at the exact same spot on the block. Mainly because I just want to see what's going to happen. I don't imagine it's dangerous, as the current is not going to flow any worse. It's just, it might cause noise, which would create false sensor readings. And I've done it long enough to know what it looks like, so I can probably pick it up if I see it. But I just want to know. I've always wanted to know. And then eventually, once I make the real harness, I'll probably isolate the sensor ground and then drop a few more loaded grounds, one or two elsewhere on the block. And then I got to still do my harness grounds, or my chassis grounds, but that's real easy. You just connect two pieces of copper. I have some ground stuff for that. But like I said, the harness is about, it's fully terminated, everything's ran, and the locations are set. So really all I need to do now is load the base up, which is right here. We're getting there. I haven't put too much more work into it because I have to finish the relay switch. This, as I said in the previous video, is gonna go right here for now. And again, this is all temporary, just to get the car on the wheels. You know, I just had an internal debate about this because it has its own connection point, which was gonna be a single connection point as per the theme on this car. But what I realize is that if I do it that way, because this is going to be running independently to the fan and the water pump and all the other stuff, I'm actually going to make more headaches if I try to keep it one connector, because then if I do want to remove the engine and the harness, I have to disconnect this, but then because this is part of the harness, the fans and the water pump, they'll have to get disconnected. So to actually take a step forward, I'm going to have to take a small step back and add a second connector on here, which, you know, it's okay. Not ideal, but maybe I'll think of something, you know, as time goes on. But, you know, I don't want it to get in the way. I don't want to sit here and spend too much time focusing on a relay box and keep the car off the ground. So harness is about done. I should have this all finished as soon as I finish the relay box. Then it's on to the body side, at which point I'm going to have to incorporate the power distribution system I created. But that should be pretty easy. It should splice in with the Deutsch connector kit that I got on Amazon. This is, by the way, what happiness looks like, if you want to know. But okay, so harness is good. Oh, I forgot. The piece de la résistance. Ready for this? I'm not going to show you with the trim on because it doesn't look that good. Get off, sir. Thank you. Pow! Look at this bad boy. I know what you're thinking. The Mona Lisa didn't look this good. Well, you'd be right, because that was just a lady looking at you in the thing. This took lots of time. Okay, so it's 3-piece design. Rock solid. I know it looks flimsy. It's not. It's actually, the bolts are loose right now. I have no doubt in my mind this is going to hold as strong as it needs to. And I actually have a tool to test. I have a weighted scale that I'm going to throw some pounds at it just to make sure. But I've been doing this a long time, and I know this is going to be fine. That being said, it is actually a bit too forward. So if you look at the trim, these are some of the problems you run into when you don't measure anything ever. No, I'm just kidding. It's a little hard. So it actually, I accounted for the fitment here. This fitment is almost perfect. Well, that one's not So I could just run, well actually no, it's geometrically locked in this spot right here. So I'm gonna have, I had thought about having to redesign the main holding bracket. But what I'm gonna do is, because there's so much room back here and I don't wanna compromise this structure too much more, I've got so much room here that I can just go into CAD, and this is the beauty of what we do, is that now I can just go boop and just drop these 2 anchor points further down, and then the lofts I won't even have to recreate the lofts. These should automatically reposition with the lowered, I mean, it's literally 4 clicks worth of work. I love it. And then that should create the new mounts. And then, yeah. So that was pretty big update. I'll have more hopefully tonight, but maybe not, I don't know. Have a good one.